Welcome to another video of Winning Wall Street's Money. We're looking at weekly charts here. It's Sunday, so we already completed a full week. These are candlesticks that represent the week. We're looking first at the cryptocurrency, referred to the big one, Bitcoin, on the left. On the right, we're looking at the US dollar index. The US dollar index is comprised of several currencies. The top three heavily weighted currencies in the US dollar index: one, the euro, which makes up more than 50% of the index; two, the Japanese yen; three, the British pound. These symbols I have here are in the futures exchange, the US futures market. So here on the left, first looking at the Bitcoin. For the week, it closed red for the week. It closed below the close of the prior week. Prior week also was a red candle. It closed here because it was red. It closed at the bottom of the body. The low of the week last week was there, the prior week. So we made a lower low in the prior week. Also, the body and the whole range closed below the prior body. But we had a significant event, big round number, 10,000. Both weeks rejected closing below that, closed above that. My point of view, my interpretation is there's buyers here. Are the buyers going to be stronger than the sellers and bring it higher? Maybe. This is the prior consolidation, and this is the mid-range. We haven't pulled back that far, but we're certainly in a bigger consolidation between the 12,000 and 10,000. The prior trend has been up, and we did a deep pullback. So maybe this is going to do another consolidation or just straight trend back up to the upside. So we have several potential trade ideas. I'm leaning on the bullish side, looking for prices to go higher, and I'll be looking for entry. Let's look here at the US dollar index. See, the trend is down. We had consolidations, break below the consolidation, make another consolidation, broke below that, made another consolidation. We're in a consolidation right now. Excuse me. We did close green for the week. We made a higher high, higher low. We're still inside that consolidation. So maybe this is a bounce. Maybe we'll go a little bit higher, do a retest, or maybe we'll just do further consolidation, break down, go lower. The bigger picture, it is bearish. We'll look at the major currencies in the US dollar index now. These major currencies trade in the currencies futures market as well as the currencies forex market. What is the difference between those two exchanges? Well, the futures market, all the symbols start with a /, and all the currencies in the futures market are followed by the number 6 and the letter represent the currency. So now we know we're looking here at the currencies in the futures market. Because they're all pegged against the US dollar, when they are going higher, that's weaker, the US dollar. We'll see here, the euro, consolidation, breakout to the upside, consolidation, breakout to the upside. So the euro is gaining strength against the US dollar for past months. Again, we're in a consolidation. Green for the week. Made a lower low, lower high, but we're still in consolidation. Maybe we'll come down here. Opportunity, if you're bullish, to buy here. Or maybe we're just going to break out above the high of here and go higher. Japanese yen. It's in a consolidation. The past 2 weeks, it made inside candles. Do you know what an inside candle is? We're looking at inside candles here on the weekly duration. Again, each of these candles is a week. Inside candle means the high and the low did not go above or below the prior week. This has occurred for 2 weeks. A lot of indecision. We're in a consolidation, indecision. Little side note here. 3 major currencies considered safe havens are the US dollar, Japanese yen, and Swiss franc. So when people are looking to go safe haven currencies, they fly to one or all those. Well, we know the US dollar I just showed you is not the best for safe haven right now. It's going lower, lower. So maybe the smart money is going into the yen or going into the Swiss franc. We will see as we continue. Looking at the British pound. The British pound had a consolidation, broke up to the upside, which is the strength of pound against the dollar. But this week, huge red candle broke down, broke below consolidation, broke below the big round number of 130. That's giving strength to the US dollar. Canadian dollar, consolidation, breakout to the upside, consolidation, breakout to the upside. The strength is the Canadian dollar against the US dollar. Yes, it's red for the week. Lower low, lower high, but it's in a consolidation. Maybe we're in the bottom consolidation. Maybe some buyers are stepping in here. Maybe it's a buying opportunity if you're looking for prices to go higher. The Swiss franc, one of the three major safe haven currencies. Consolidation, break up to the upside, consolidation, break up to the upsides, and a consolidation. Well, we clearly see the safe haven currencies between the yen and the dollar I showed you before, the Swiss franc. The smart money is going into the Swiss franc. It has the strongest trend in the upside, where the yen is more of a consolidation, and the US dollar index I showed you was more of a consolidation downside. For the week, green for the week. Made a lower low, lower high, but closed back inside the prior week's range. Maybe we had some buyers stepping around here. Aussie dollar, really strong currency, one of the strongest this year. Consolidation, break up to the upside, consolidation, break up to the upside. For the week, see this candle's white. That means the open and close are the same price level, indecision, where we did close way off the low of the week, and we're in a new consolidation. Another side note here, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollars, their economies are huge, their currencies are huge, weighted towards commodities, from metals to energies. Not all currencies are like that, but understand these currencies, Aussie dollar and Canadian dollar, have a lot of price bearing down based on their commodity demands for their country, because they're huge producers and exporters of commodities, again, metals and energy products. What kind of energy products? Coal's a big one. Crude oil, gold, silver, here for the Canadian and the Aussie. I don't know so much coal for Canada, but certainly for Aussie. And the tar sands from Canada, yeah. Let's go on to the, since we already looked at the majors, let's look at the Euro pairs. So now we're looking at all Euro pairs. The symbols, we're looking at the Forex exchange now. How do we know they're on the Forex exchange? Forex exchange has 6 letters in the symbols. First 3 letters represent the stronger currency, followed by a / bar 5, followed by the next 3 letters of the currency. So here we're looking at the major Euro pairs. We already spoke about the Euro US dollar, that the Euro is doing stronger against the US dollar. The Euro yen, the Euro is going stronger against the yen. So the safe haven for the yen, the Euro, this currency is stronger. The Euro is stronger than the yen. Euro and the British pound, yes, the Euro is doing stronger than the British pound. This spike here is some bad data from the exchange. They haven't corrected it. Look at the Euro Canadian dollar. Yep, this is the upside favoring the Euro. Euro is doing stronger than the Canadian dollar. The Euro Swiss franc, again, I said the Swiss franc is one of the top 3 major safe haven currencies. It, as these prices went down, that was favoring the Swiss franc. Now as the prices went up, favoring the Euro, well, now it's in a consolidation, a huge consolidation between these yellow horizontal lines, swing highs, swing lows. Inside this consolidation, a lot of indecision for the past weeks. We also formed the inside candle for week, indecision. Indecision. Aussie, Euro, Aussie dollar. Declining Aussie, declining Euro is giving strength to the Aussie dollar. We already pointed out that the Aussie dollar is very strong. So we already covered the major US pairs. The Euro pairs, we'll go on to the yen. Japanese yen, we already declared. I already did a review of it. That the yen is getting strength against the US dollar. Euro yen, we already identified the Euro is getting strength against the yen. British pound, against the yen. For this week, the yen is gaining strength against the pound, but the prior weeks we were in consolidations, giving strength to the British pound against the yen. Well, that could be reversing now. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, consolidation, breakout to the upside, consolidation, breakout to the upside. Canadian dollar is gaining strength against the yen. Swiss franc yen, two of the top three major safe haven currencies. Who is gaining strength? Where is the smart money going? We already saw the Swiss franc against the US dollar was gaining strength. We already saw the Swiss franc against some other major currencies gaining strength. So Swiss franc, Japanese yen, the Swiss franc is gaining strength against the Japanese yen. Yeah. Consolidation, break up to the upside, consolidation, break up to the upside. Swiss franc is doing very well. Aussie, Japanese yen. Again, the Aussie dollar is doing very well. Gunning higher. Well, we finished the Japanese yen. Let's go look at the pound, the third major pair. Pound, US dollar, we already identified it. US dollar is getting weaker against the pound. Pound, Japanese yen, we already identified this. The prior trend was upside, but this was a bad week for the pound, gaining strength for the yen. Euro, British pound, we already see the euro is gaining strength against the pound. Pound, Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar gaining strength against the pound, coming back inside this consolidation area. Pound, British pound, and Swiss franc. Yeah, Swiss franc is gaining strength. Huge move down. Rejection of this price area several times. And the British pound, Aussie dollar, or like I said, Aussie was very strong, and the Aussie dominating here.